pre-orders, and when we can, we're going to do also a collective read. I did some collective readings yesterday, so I've put up for the mid-year 12-month reading with 3 different decks, 3 different videos for the mid-year. So in link with the new moon in Gemini. So happy new moon in Gemini, everybody. Should be an amazing and very interesting new moon. I might do some lucky charms as well for this new moon too. So let's just see how we go. All right. Okay. Looking at the pre-orders always come first. So let's have a look at the pre-orders. I have one here from Goddess 33. Hi, Goddess 33. Welcome back. We're going to do a few cards on your situation regarding the legal case against the condominium association. Okay. Let's have a look and see how this will pan out. If you take this lawyer up, particularly the one that you've mentioned, will it reduce the costs of the condo fee backdating? Condo fees. All right. Let's have a look. Hi everyone, hi Mystique, hi Venusian, hi Amy, how are you? Let's have a look. Thanks for the likes everyone on arrival. Let's have a look for this lawyers thing. How is it going to pan out? What's the outcome going to be? The legal situation for Goddess 33. Okay. Yeah, it's like you've been trying to find the right solution, sort of searching and pointing a stick at something. You might not feel 100% convinced about it, but it's worth giving it a shot. You're still indecisive about it though. You might hear some news or hear about some other options as well in the middle of all of this. You might have already taken on this lawyer already, but you might hear about some other options, or you might hear about from somebody else in the building. Even though you're not really talking to a lot of people in the building, you might hear about, you know, from someone that you didn't expect to hear from. Yeah, in the building. I think if they have a good track record, then it could be a good idea to go ahead with it. It's sort of like you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. It's difficult to move forward, and you don't want to get repossessed either. So at least you're doing some action. The action will be in the pipeline, and I feel like at this point that's all you can do. There could be a choice between 2 different lawyers if you did look further, you know, around or further afield at other successful lawyers that have had good results with this topic or particular type of, you know, outcome that you're looking for. So that's that one. So thanks Goddess 33 for that. And I have another pre-order from Marie regarding messages from John in Spirit. Messages from John in Spirit. Some of you might get a message through somebody else's reading as well. Some of you might, that are just watching, might get a message through someone else's reading. You can also donate on Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, and inside the chat as well on the super chats. Okay. Let's have a look, everyone, what's going on. Messages from John regarding locations potentially as well. Hi Michi, how are you? Hi Cole. Hi Amy. Hi Venusian. Okay, let's have a look. John's one spirit person that often comes through to me. Okay, he's just saying to look out for signs and symbols, like the number plates, like numbers popping up, the 444s. He's giving me reference to the signs and symbols. He's also showing me big surf or rolling waves. So I'm seeing somewhere where there's surf. He's also giving me a shout out about Hawaii. So that's interesting. That could be the American link, the American flag. We didn't think of that before. He's giving me 3 different like baubles. They look like metal balls. 3. He's giving me 3 different balls, like you would use them to sort of like rotate in your hand or something. So it's like contemplating, weighing up the pros and cons. There could be 3 different options here coming in with John. I'm also getting Malta, and I'm getting something starting with an M, like Maltese, Massachusetts, M, Mauritius, a country or a state or a city starting with M, Marbella. Okay, do we see any boats? John, do we have any boats? He's just showing me big seas, rolling waves, high seas. He's also saying Krispy Kremes. So something about donuts. So that's an American brand. That could be a joke. Sense of humor. And a beer, a glass of beer. He's saying keep going with the exercise. Don't give up. He's also saying things are going to be settled or more calm with your parents right now. Things are going to be more on an even keel. He's not showing me any boats. It's okay. Maybe you're not meant to know the boat or see the boat. Okay, it could be the name of a boat starting with M, because I just got Mira as a past reference. And an A, like Amazon and Kona. Could be the name of a boat starting with A or starting with M, or a location. Okay, let's just pull a card. But there's something to do with surf. Yeah, you feel like a little stuck or trapped. Stuck or trapped, but there's options coming in. Options and choices. And you're going to do what is the best choice. You're going to pick the right choice. The right choice is going to present itself. Options and choices. More than one. And I feel like there could even be more than 3. So that was for Marie. If anything else comes in, I'll let you know. Okay, thank you for John coming in. And we have some super chats lined up. If anyone does want to go and do another super chat offline, you're most welcome to do it through my website, AMIRA'S.com. I'll just put that in there. And there's also the donation link on that particular site. Hi Tammy, how are you? You're at graduation right now, so you'll listen to this reading later. Okay, fantastic. All right. Happy graduation. It's already the end of May, almost the end of May. And happy, what do we want to call it? Yeah, new moon in Gemini coming up tomorrow. So just going to do a couple of lucky charms for the moon in Gemini. New moon energy, what to expect, the collective. Oh, we got quite a few charms here and not a lot of letters. Oh, there's a little letter under here. Okay, let's see what that is. It was hiding. X. Somebody's ex might try to come back. We've got an N and an L. N for Nelly, L for Larry, London. Okay. Studies. Somebody's studying or thinking of getting a degree or graduating. So that's good. Got a lot of spreading the wings here, flying. Flying the coop, flying the nest is what I'm getting as well. Got another owl here. So that's a double. Some of you getting a double degree. And we've got 2 butterflies. Or a wasp and a butterfly. So that's definitely transformation, evolvement, and flight. So some of you are taking off in a new direction, going somewhere new. You've also got flying wings. That also reminds me of a pilot's kind of wings as well. Some of you are planning a trip. Some of you might be planning a trip to meet a love at a distance via a flight. We've got the new moon here, which is lovely, with a star. So the new moon is definitely here, and we've got, some of you might be going to a country that has an Islamic faith. So it could be Turkey. Could be Turkey. It could be Dubai, the UAE. It could be anywhere really. There's a lot of places. Lebanon. We've got feathers. So the signs here with the feathers. I'm also getting the word stockpile. Okay, it's a channeled message. Some of you are really tapping into spirit, and I feel you're getting a stockpile of information, as well as some of you might be selling things that you have. So whether it's stock that you have, like products, or whether it's things that can be sold or resold. Seeing Facebook Marketplace and eBay, etc., Amazon. So some of you will be doing that. Okay. It's a bit of a pot of gold here. This always reminds me of the Netherlands. It kind of reminds me of a tulip. So there could be a link here with the Netherlands as well. Some of you might be having a Dutch connection or doing something in collaboration with the Netherlands. Some of you might be going to work there, getting some sort of work situation going on. And we've got NL here too, and that's the Netherlands. NL. That's the country code. Yeah. So that could be coming up definitely on the radar. Moving through the new moon in Gemini. Interesting stuff. All right. Okay, everyone. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Okay. Okay, first super chat we have is It Don't Make Sense. Amy, thank you for the 10. What is the Italian feeling towards you in the near future? We're going to be traveling together at the end of June. Oh, wow, to Mexico. You want him to take you to Italy because you want to see his life. You know, they can hide, you know, outside the country and do whatever they want to do on vacation, etc. But you want to see, you know, he knows you well enough to be able to take you somewhere like to Italy. You want to be introduced to the people that he knows. He said that before, you will. Okay, well, yeah, you want to see that followed through. So that could come up, you know, later in the year, maybe September. Yeah, September. What is the Italians' feelings towards you in the near future? Let's have. Are you trying to get to know each other? Okay, on a personal level. All right. Okay, well, it's going to be an adventure, a trip, an adventure. Should be nice. It could be quite generous as well. There could be somewhere very nice that you're going to. It could be a very nice resort, very nice place that you're going to visit. He may or may not be generous. We have having a look at that with these cards here. Yeah, you're gonna see. You're gonna see. You're gonna see. There could be questions here about money. Yeah, there could be questions about money with this guy. You're going to make your mind up about him one way or the other. It's not about how he feels about you. It's about how you feel about him. So you may or may not even really entertain him in the end. It's going to be a very black or white situation, I feel. Yeah. Just allow him, as you know, Italians are liars, so just allow him, a lot of them are, allow him to talk and see what he says. Yeah, I'd be listening to what he says and taking notes. Yeah, taking notes. Thank you for that, Amy. Okay. You haven't heard from Texas Women's University, Tammy. Last Sunday you wrote to the department head an email inquiring about, is it still open? And it's already a week. It's already a week. And they haven't answered you. And they haven't answered you. Okay. I always do local trips before international ones. Yeah, all-inclusive resorts first. That's a good idea, Venusian. Good idea. Yeah. Just be careful. Yeah, I'd just be careful. I'm not seeing anything like alarming, but I'd just be careful going overseas with somebody you don't know very well. Like Venusian says, you're outside your country, you know, you're in a place where they could slip something in your luggage or whatever. So just be careful. Yeah. I don't want to be an alarmist. Okay. Let's have a look at Tammy. Thanks, Tammy, for the 20. Let's have a look. What's going on with Tammy and the teaching positions with Texas Women's University? I feel like it's on hold. I feel like it's on hold. Let me have a look at my pendulum. Is this position still open? It is open, but I don't know what they're doing about it. Okay. I don't know, I would call them. I feel like they've got too many emails. I would just call them and ask the secretary will know, or whoever answers the phone. Just say you've applied for this position and you were a graduate there and you'd like to know if it's still open. Yeah, it's saying that it is open still, but I feel like you'll get through. I feel like you'll get through to them, like you'll get the answer that you need, you'll get the right person. Something to do with finances. Maybe they're waiting to get funding. There's funding here as well, being a question mark. I do feel like you're going to be moving on, though, moving forward from where you are to something more lucrative, something more interesting and challenging also I'm getting, but also something that you really enjoy doing. You've got the Magician there. It's something really fabulous. You could even get a position of seniority, and partly that, even though you might not have Cancer rising, for Cancerians, Saturn is in the 10th house. in general at the moment, going into the 10th house in Aries. So this is a step up in hierarchy for a lot of Cancerians. They're either moving up, getting promoted, getting a different job, a different situation, a different career, or they're retiring or changing a status in general. Getting married or divorced can also come into it as well. But I feel like you might get a senior position of some description. You might even get, you might not want it, but you might get a principal's position in another school, like a high school. You will get a look in with these people. They're definitely going to give you a look in. Let's have a look at another card for Tammy. Just also, Tammy, just some of you might get a message through somebody else's reading. If you're just watching, welcome to those who are joining. Do a shout out where you're from. Don't know where Australians have got to. They've kind of disappeared over the last few weeks. No idea why. Okay. Tammy. Anything else we need to know for Tammy? Romance, flowers, witch, and stealth. It could be still open there. They might be doing something internally with this position. It could be another one of these, giving it to somebody internal again. But somehow you're going to find out about it. You could find out about it in, you know, an under, you know, secretive way, like a detective way. You could find out about this thing. If you have any connections or any contacts in and around that area, you will find out about it. So it's good. Hibernating, says Venusian. Okay. Michi. Hi, Michi. I'm very well, thank you. Let's have a look at Mystique. Thank you for the 20. Mystique will do June to July 2026. Okay. Let's have a look. Michi. Excuse my brace. Sorry. Mystique. June to July. Will we do a tarot? Mystique tarot. Let's have a look. Hi Smitty, how are you? Let's have a look for Mystique. Will we do a tarot for Mystique? June to July. Going on for Mystique. Let's have a look. Okay, it looks like you've got some contract coming up in June or some clear ideas about exactly what you want to do or where you want to go. I just got that song, The Wheels of the Bus Go Round and Round. So the bus is still moving forward. Yeah. Have you I don't think you've finished school yet, have you? It could be a bus job in the summer job. You've got maybe a contract, maybe a lease you're signing in June, contract. Something significant happening in June, definitely. Also, you're taking on a more of a no-nonsense type of attitude. It's like you're just not dealing with anyone who's trying to kind of cast any shade. you know, your parents or anything like this, your sisters, anything like that, you're definitely having a more of a no-nonsense vibe going on. And then you're taking off in new directions and situations and making something happen in July. So that's looking good. You will be offered more than one thing in August, but you might already have your cup full and you're already set. So something that you might have put out to apply for has comes back to you. You know, multiple things could definitely come back to you. Yeah. And while you're feeling like things are sort of maybe stagnant or delayed, it's all going to come at once. And it's sort of like, you know, you feel like it's all going to come at once. I just want to do a clarify on the Queen of Swords. Yeah. So it's about releasing the blindfold and seeing things for what they are. Yeah. I think you wanted a July as well. July for 2026. Okay. Upheavals and different things going on, which is what you need. I mean, the Tower can be really positive in really shifting energy and getting things out of the way. So that's September. October, you're going to feel more settled, more blessed, more feelings of romance and feeling happy about where you are and what you're doing. Could even have some romantic links as well. October. And November and December, you're starting a new journey. You could also have a water sign, a fellow water sign come in. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Sun, Moon or Rising. So it's going to be different from the Sagittarius, the Gemini and the Taurus. Definitely different energy here. And this King of Cups is coming in strong and you're the Queen of Cups. So that's a really good match. So somebody here who's going to match you really nicely is coming in. And it could be around the holidays, anytime I feel around Thanksgiving onwards. Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year is definitely happening. So there's a good romantic sort of vibe going on here. People are still going to start asking you for money in February or colluding around or against you to do with finances in February. So there's going to be some sort of thing to do with money. Let me just have a look at that, clarifying the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, just be careful somebody doesn't try to take your money, like literally steal it or take you for a ride or borrow money and they're not going to give it back. Then you've got a Three of Cups celebration coming in March. March is looking good. Things taking off in a very good direction in April, May, especially with anything to do with your own talents, business and dreams and goals. It could even be that you've reached your fitness goal, your weight loss goal, that type of thing as well, I feel is coming in. It could actually be complete, you know, in a 12-month cycle. And then we've got June, July 2026 is the King of Pentacles. So I feel like there's more money here. Yeah. So this time next year, you're going to have more money. And also Jupiter's going into Cancer. So that's super positive for Cancerians in general, or wherever it hits in your astrology, in your astro chart, your natal chart. So yeah. So that's super positive. Okay. Excellent. Excellent, Mystique. Thank you for the feedback. You're already feeling that. Hi, Marco. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Okay. Some of you might get a message through somebody else's reading, as I've said before. And we're moving forward. Mystique. Patrick, the ex-German guy I dated, has been reaching out. What's his feelings, intentions behind it? Oh, and I realize he's a Gemini. I thought he was a Taurus. Okay. He's the one at a distance, isn't he? I think he's at a distance. That guy, Patrick, what's his... Why is he circling back around? You know, I don't, you know, these guys that circle, Mystique, you don't want to engage with them unless they have something to offer you. Is he in some sort of legal situation? Does he want a green card, a visa? What's his story? Oh, Marco wanted to know where to buy the Oracle deck. It's on Amazon, and the link is in the Show More section, but beneath each video. It's through a third party who's selling it. And they'll probably ship to overseas. Okay. Well, he might be offering money or offering something, but I feel like he wants something in return, in the sense of maybe legalities. There's something legal going on with this guy. Something legal going on with this Patrick. What's Jay's actions, feelings? Okay, let's just pull a card for Patrick on the Love Oracle. And then Jay. Patrick, the German. Travel, he wants to travel. Feel like he just wants, he might want a travel partner. Just ask him what he wants, Mystique. Why is he circling back around? Like, just say, why are you circling back around? What is it you want and what are you offering? Jay, actions towards you. Freedom. He's got another woman as well. He's got a blonde female or a brunette female. He's got somebody else. Yeah, for some reason, I don't know why you're still putting him on a pedestal. These guys needed to be blocked a long time ago. Yep. Any spirit messages? Good things coming towards you. Okay. Hi, Maria. How are you, my dear? Welcome, welcome. Spirit messages. Now, you've got to block these guys, Mystique. Otherwise, it's just not worth your time and energy, you know. Focusing on you, your life, your goals, you know, even it's just health goals. Any spirit messages for Mystique? Let's have a look at the Love Oracle, see if there's any spirit messages. I'm getting an S sounding name, like a Simon, 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 first, second, or last name. Money, open relationship, long distance. The German guy might be needing some, I don't know, legal assistance, help. He might be wanting to travel. All of them seem to be wanting an open relationship. That's what I feel is coming through. Good things coming towards you. And any other messages? Okay. Destiny is opening for you. Oh, there we go again. Casual open relationship. You're going to have a bombardment of dates, opportunities, people coming towards you who just want an open relationship. You want good things coming towards you. So I would say don't even focus on that. Like, a lot of women now are just focusing, just enjoying their peace and serenity of being single. Okay, good things coming towards you, Mystique. What's a good thing coming towards you? I'm getting the words cream of the crop. the cream rises to the top. You're getting the cream of the crop. It's worth, whatever it is, it's worth waiting for or not waiting for, just putting it on the back burner. Okay, the right person to commit to, engagement bride, stability, somebody who's going to help with stability and loyalty. Somebody who's loyal and stable is what you're looking for here. They could have come into an inheritance as well. There's action towards you, so that's good. And the right type of messages will be coming in from the right person. But I don't even think you need to be thinking about love. But good things coming towards you is the creams rising to the top, and you will end up with the right person, I feel. But I feel you've got to block these other people. Get them out of your vortex, because they're just keeping on. You know, ask the German what he wants and see what he says. They just keep on playing with your energy. Okay, Mystique, what do you see taking place as far as employment and moving in the summer? Did you ever hear back from anything in Vegas? You never really said how you felt about Vegas, like how you felt about the energy. What, you know, did you like the energy there? Did it resonate with you? You have to examine these things. Sometimes on paper it looks good, but then you have to actually feel into the energy and see if you really like the place or not. As far as employment, summer. Jobs and apartments. Let's have a look. Jobs and apartments. What do we need to know for Mystique? Jobs and apartments. Okay, well, somebody is going to reach out. A boss, somebody who has their own business, and it will be a lucky break, a destined choice, something opening up for you that will bring you success. Could be at a distance as well. You might have a choice between two different things, is what I'm feeling here too. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear about your cousin. Okay, I feel like it was, I don't know, the first thing I'm getting is it was a silly or stupid disagreement with somebody. There was sort of like a fueled fight or disagreement with someone. There could have been a confrontation or something like that. I kind of feel like it wasn't really meant to happen, but it kind of went wrong. Something went wrong or pear-shaped in the plot or the planning of whatever they were doing with the other person. A plot or a plan, something went wrong. It could have been a confrontation. I feel like the other person could have been tripping, literally. The wrong place at the wrong time. Yeah. But I felt that they knew this person, but it was the wrong place at the wrong time and things escalated out of control. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. That's pretty bad. You got good cards, so Six of Swords, Knight of Rods, and Strength. So you're going to take this on, you know. I feel like you're going to take this on and get some sort of strength about this. Life's too short to be sweating, you know, the small stuff and chatting to these, you know, people who are not really adding any value to your life at all. Yeah, I feel like it's something about it's going to click you into perspective. or a different perspective to what you had. Hi, you Smitty. Will there be a permanent tenured position with the school district I work for? The lady I am in for took another year leave off to be with her baby. Oh, okay. That's nice. I feel like it's a most likely yes. I'm getting like 90%. Permanent tenured position. They might try to offer you a temporary, but you might ask them for a permanent. I don't know if they can offer you a temporary for a year, or it's too long for a temporary. Okay, let's have a look for you. Yes, it's a good one with the Magician. It's a yes. King of Rods is good as well. Whoever is in charge there, you're going to be talking to them. They're going to be reaching out to you. You feel like things are a bit up in the air right now or mysterious, but things are going to get clearer. Something about this situation that you like. It suits your routine or your health or something like that. You kind of enjoy it. The money may or may not be what you want. You might ask for more. Yeah. There could be competition here as well for this position. So they might be trying to kind of like pay the minimum. I mean, even if they gave you a year contract on a temporary, it might be worth doing. You might get more money. I don't know if it works like that, but it could be that. Yeah, it depends on, you know, the pros and cons, the benefits and all of that. But I do feel like you've got a great chance of getting, of just staying there. The momentum's good. Hi, Michi. Did Amira do Astro for travel yet? Okay. Not sure what that means. All right, let's move on to Maria. Hi, Maria. How are you, my dear? Welcome back. Ladybug's here. Hi, Amira. Do you see my relationship moving forward with the young new owner, Dr. Y, and Melissa, the new manager? Oh, there's been some changes. Interesting. So the old owner did go and sell, and there's a new owner. Okay. Shaking things up. I feel like it's a good fresh start. Yes. Is your doctor still there? Your doctor, is he still there? He's a funny one. How's things going to go at work with the new owner, the new manager? I think a change is good. I feel like it's going to work in your favor. Change is good. Or the astrocartography. Yeah, Vegas and Louisiana, yeah. You have to feel the energy, you know, of the places. It can be very good on paper, but you've got to feel the energy. That's what I wanted to know from Mystique. You know, she never really commented about what she felt about Vegas. And she went there to feel the energy, to check it. You can normally tell. Okay, Maria, you've got, your patience is paying off. you're having a win here. The patience is paying off. It's going to take a while for things to settle down there, to sort of be normalized, because they're kind of like learning the ropes. They're going to call on you, I feel, for some sort of advice and some sort of guidance. I do feel like the manager's going to be good with you, and I feel like the owner may or may not be too involved in the business. I'm not sure why. He might just give the manager the full reins to take control of things and not get too involved. I do feel like you're going to come out of this on top. You might even get another doctor that you're going to work for as well. Be attached to the hip. Could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, similar to yourself. But I feel like despite the competition, despite what's happened, despite the issues of the past and the weirdness with the culture, they're going to maybe get rid of people who are not cooperating or who are gossiping too much. And I think they like your approach, which is a very kind of like straight up type of direct approach. So I think it's going to be good, Maria. Yeah. Just see how it goes. I feel like Melissa's okay. Okay, Glanifa, how are you, my dear? Welcome back. Hola. Happy Friday. Is anyone doing black magic on you? And anything else Spirit wants to say? Okay, straight away I'm getting a sister or somebody who you thought was a sister energy. There could be a sister energy around you. Could be somebody who was envious. You might like to just get rid of that energy, remove it, like do a removal ritual or spell, especially on this new moon in Gemini. Could also be a neighbor I'm getting as well. So if you had a neighbor who was like a sister or somebody that you worked with, like worked next to you like a neighbor at work, somebody who was flanking you or working with you at work, could be that person as well. Dark hair, brunette female. I don't know if it was somebody who was jealous of an ex of yours, ex-husband, ex-person. Do we have any other indications of magic here for Glanifa? Somebody who's jealous of your success or what they think is your success. Hidden enemies. Somebody who thinks that you might have had a relationship with someone. You might not have had a relationship with them, but they might have thought that you did. Could be somebody you confided in at work about the work crush or something like that as well. I don't know, there could be two, like a couple, but I think you can kind of like disconnect from it, somehow get rid of it. Yeah, Ogun's working with you. I feel like he's going to try to help block or sever the situation. So you might do an Ogun ritual and opening the road. Hi Libra Venus, how are you? Thank you for the 5 from the UK. Any new messages for you this summer? Okay, let's have a look. Thanks all for joining, everybody. Most welcome. Is Mystique still here? We'd like to know about Vegas, like what was the energy in Vegas in the end? Okay, I've got some jumping cards. Libra Venus. Let's have a look. You've got a big decision to make, I feel, over the summer. Choices and directions, loyalty and determination. You're going to go with what you feel is loyal and honest and real to you. Whoever it is that shows up that you feel is the honest or loyal party, or the honest and loyal situation. So it could be something to do with work, career, friends as well, friendships, survival and power, work situations. You might be attracting somebody who is, they could be foreign, but they might be living in the UK. Somebody for an engagement or a serious relationship. You might even have a holiday romance that turns serious as well. Or even if you go somewhere in the UK that is close to the beach, like you might be thinking about going to Bournemouth on the train, or Brighton or something like that. You might meet somebody down there. Or something to do with deep seas, somewhere where there's sharks. The sharks in the Atlantic. Action and adventure. Interesting, kind of skewed messages. Interesting, but kind of like messages. I'm getting Portugal coming up around you, actually. Or something to do with the Atlantic. So I don't know if you're thinking about going somewhere like that, but you might have a holiday romance or meet somebody from there in the UK, or who's vacationing in the UK, who wants to live there. Okay. Or who has just moved in. All right, Glenifa, how are you? Thanks for the other 10. I'm here with my friend, her name is Alida. Hi, Alida. Where do you see the next few months? Will she be okay, and will she have a love interest? Okay, let's have a look at Alida. Thank you for the moderation, Venusian and Michi. Truly appreciate it. Yeah, the birds are very chatty today. We've got crows here. It's like, I didn't like them at first, but I'm finding them actually quite interesting at the moment. Thanks, Libra Venus. You're most welcome. I hope it made sense. Yeah, it was a bit convoluted, if you ask me, but I hope it made sense. But usually it makes sense to the person that was receiving the message and not so much for me. Okay. Yeah, there's three different techniques I use for the astrocartography, the aspects, the country signs, and also the line maps and the relocated charts. So that's 4. Hi, Liliana. How are you, my dear? Let's have a look for a leader. What's going on with a leader? Love interest for a leader. Anything happening in the next few months? Let's do a month by month. There is somebody coming in. I'm not getting a strong name though, so I won't give a name directly out. Okay, we've got a jumping card. Something to do with property, real estate, home, residence. You might be moving or going to a house party or meeting somebody in their home. Passion, yes. Freedom. So feeling free or liberating yourself from a situation that is going to maybe bring somebody in around you. Like-minded soul family group is what I'm feeling also. Mature man, somebody mature for his age. He might be just looking around, not serious, but I feel like it could turn into something serious through friendship. So it could be a friendship situation that you keep kind of on hold. That could definitely turn into a more of a serious situation. It's saying to keep your eye on the prize, to keep your eye on a target, something here to do with homes, real estate, property. Somebody could be also involved in that sort of business if it's not you, or you're looking at expanding that in your life. So you might be looking at properties, something to do with properties, meeting somebody also at an event. At an event. There is also an online thing, but the online thing could be just an open relationship. So it could be saying, go to more parties, go to more events. Could be 4th of July, a house party, or something to do with fireworks or being outside, or any sort of concert event or fun thing that's going on. I'm getting a park as well. Could be an outdoor barbecue, a park, that type of thing in the summer. Okay, Leader, hope you like your reading. Hi, Liliana from Canada. How are you, my dear? Nice to see you. Any new love coming your way? You feel open to a new relationship now. That's great. Hi, Lorraine. How are you, my dear? Welcome, welcome. Okay, Liliana. Any new love? You feel finally open to a new relationship. Yep, that's good. Straight away I'm seeing yourself in your business domain or your career domain. So you could meet somebody else who is also a doctor. Let's have a look. I think I've predicted that for you before. So finally that prediction might come up. Let's have a look. How's Liliana going to meet somebody, if she's going to meet someone? Summer's here. It could be one of those, somebody fairish for their cultural background, lighter than darker. Could be at one of those events or conferences. You might do a conference over the summer or attend something in Toronto. Okay, somebody who is a boss, an entrepreneur, somebody who's in charge. That could be a surgeon. That could be a surgeon. Somebody who has their own business. All right, we've also got neighbours. Neighbours might be gossiping, or somebody in the neighbourhood. Or if you're moving to a new neighbourhood, could be a new neighbourhood that you're moving into. I'm just getting the word stars aligned. So I kind of feel like the stars are aligning. Something's naturally coming in. Friendship groups, networking events is coming up there as well. Introductions, soulmate potential. Could even be through your mother or a family link. Or you feel like this person is soul family. You might not feel on the outside that it's got potential, but I feel like it does. Taking back your power, so that's what you've been doing. You are going to start dating. So you might be just going out on some dinner dates, lunch dates, that type of thing. You could be just going out meeting people. I'm getting an S sounding name, like a Stephen. I don't know if you had a Steve before, but I feel it's somebody new. Feeling free and feeling like you might like to have a short-term fling with somebody, but you may or may not do it. I mean, it's something that can come up, but you may or may not do it. And removing any obstacles between you and the pathway. I feel like it's positioning yourself somewhere that is more in line with the sort of person that you want coming in. So it could be, you know, frequenting more bigger city, or outside your comfort zone or outside your normal neighborhood, starting to get involved with groups or different types of business connections that are outside where you normally work and live. I feel that's where it is, Liliana. Yeah, I feel like that's where it is. You know, it may not be, but that's what I'm feeling for the moment. Okay. If you do get the opportunity to go to a conference or some sort of event or even international, I would say go for it. Yeah. Happy new moon, everybody. Happy new moon in Gemini. I hope everyone's doing okay. How's everyone going? Let's do a collective read. Anyone who'd like to do a last call, you're most welcome. Any last calls, I'll just put that in there. Is Mystique still here? Oh, you've got a couple of events coming up. Excellent. It could be also just to shift the energy as well. We might do a pick a card for love, seeing that we're in new moon in Gemini. Gemini is a very flirty sign. Oh, thanks, Venusian. Thanks for the cash app. Thank you, thank you. Let's do a pick a card 1, 2, or 3 for love. Love reading for the new moon in Gemini. Picking a card 1, 2, or 3. Number 1 is the mature man. Somebody mature for their cultural background, meeting somebody online, lots of communication, feeling like this guy has a lot to say. There's a destined way of meeting this person. It could be that you weren't even online, but you met this person and he's coming towards you. I'm getting a P initial, a Philip, a P, Felipe, an F or a P. Lots of chemistry with this person as well for number 1. Anything else we need to know? Can also be P or an F for female. Philippa, Fiona, Federica, Fabrizia. Okay, number 2. Dating, wining and dining, going out on more dates. Dark male, somebody darker than lighter for their cultural background. Dark hair, dark eyes, not necessarily dark skin, but can be darker than lighter if you're going for somebody who is a darker culture. I'm also getting an S with this person as well, like a Stephen. Home, real estate, residence. You might meet this person around your home, in their home, at a house party. They could also like cats. We've got cats in the window. Lots of dates coming up. This person could be quite charming, spoiling, dates, abundance. You could have more than one opportunity here coming in for dating and relationship. Could be more than one person, more than one dark male coming in as well. Sebastian, I'm getting the word Sebastian, Serge, Soraya. This person is going to stand out. So if you're dating a few different people, this person will stand out, is what I'm getting. Number 3. Okay, the Ice King could be a detached person, somebody who's an entrepreneur, boss, father figure, somebody who's a Leo, somebody born in a cold climate, born where there's snow, or has their own business. You might meet this person through spiritual groups, spiritual learning, at a retreat somewhere, at a yoga class, through friends, networking and groups, acquaintances. new love, somebody you've never known. You've never known this person before. You don't know them. They're somebody completely new. True gem. You might find this person of being high quality. I'm seeing that they like luxury items. They might drive a nice car. They might wear jewelry. They might gift jewelry. They could be into gemstones, crystals. They could be quite spiritual, actually, but they might not be the typical boss-looking person. They could actually be dressed in kind of like very alternative type of style, like a hippie style or a very alternative style, but they have kind of like a guru type of presence, or a presence that is interesting to you. They might have a podcast or be involved with the spiritual community in some way. Enlightenment is what I'm getting with this third option, third person. So I hope you like that one for the pick a card. All right. You need all of that 2 and 3. Yes, exactly, Venusian. Okay. What is your question, Venusian? Okay, let me look at your question. Here we go. Wondering who is visiting you lately, sitting on your bed. I felt it was one night, a person, another, a cat or a pet. New moon energy, new moon messages in Gemini, please, from your guides. Okay. It's very strange these things are happening in this particular place you're living, Venusian. Did it happen in your mother's house as well, or just your house, this particular location? Okay. Messages from Spirit. Could be a cat. I'm feeling there's a cat energy. And I'm feeling there's an older man energy. I feel it's your uncle. I feel like your uncle's around you in spirit. I feel like he's giving you encouragement to keep moving forward and not to get too bogged down with the family drama, or dramas to do with the exes or baby, you know, the children's fathers, etc. Your Leo uncle. Like your mum's, it was your cats. Yeah, so that cat has come back in. Those cats have come back in, but I feel like your uncle's around you. You're worn out. Yeah, he's trying to give you some protection. Was he a Leo sun sign, or was that his name? I think he's a Leo, yeah. He's giving you courage, because Leo's a courage. So that's what is required here, is the courage. Also, you have Moon in Scorpio, I think, from memory. So, you know, you're going to be susceptible to spirits and things like that. So don't be afraid. He's trying to give you courage and dynamic energy. You are going to, I'm getting save money. You're going to save money or pay off some debts. They're going to be paid off. It's going to be something that you're going to check the boxes with. You're not afraid of them. Yeah, okay, good. You've got more dynamic energy here. You've got this lovely Queen of Rods. He's giving you a lot of courage for your life. Yeah, Queen of Rods. Good energy. Good fire energy. All this patience and toing and froing is going to pay off. Maybe Tucson is going to come through as well. There is a celebration coming up that you're going to make. So it could be Tucson coming in, and it could also be, you know, a new side job, like a part-time job, as well as a new school for your daughter. I feel like things are going to kind of start lining up. Yeah, so it could be Tucson, or something that you've applied for is going to come through. But I do see you paying off some debt, or saving some money. Some money is going to start turning itself around. Okay. Hi Pisces Moon, thanks for the cash app. Message from Spirit, new moon message. You just want to make sure it's them. Yes, it is them, Venusian, don't worry. And it's your uncle, yeah. He's quite protective from Spirit, so he's also waving a big flag. So I don't know if he was also in the military as well. He's waving the American flag. So he's giving you a big shout out. It's like, okay, enough already. We're moving forward. Yep. Okay, Pisces Moon. Welcome. You're most welcome, Venusian. Most welcome. Oh, that's how your dad met him. Ah. Excellent, excellent. Pisces Moon, message from Spirit. New moon message. Pisces Moon. What's going on, Pisces Moon? I'm getting the message it's time to get a new hobby or interest. You kind of feel like things have been a bit stagnant or bored lately. There's a new hobby or interest coming in, or you're learning something new. There's also fertility around you as well, fertility and abundance. You've been very patient too. Patience is starting to pay off. Finances. What's going on with the finances? Contracts. You're working out where to put your money and where not to put your money. Where to put the money and where not to put it. What else for Pisces Moon? Do we need anything else? I'm getting the word crimson. So I don't know if you're wearing more red lipstick or red dresses or outfits. You might be getting into bright pinks or reds. There's a new contract coming up for you. So it could be something that you've been wanting to do, or some legal situation is finally coming to pass. So if you've been going for some sort of a benefit or something like that, you might finally get some sort of news from the courts or news. I know that you've been rejected before, so it could be something that you're weighing up the pros and cons. Should you go ahead with it and should you hold off? But it's about time that you're going to be making a decision. So the decision's there, the decision's coming up, and it's going to be very clear about what you need to do next. All right. Okay, everyone. Any last calls? I'm going to do a last call. Hope you're all doing well. How's everything going? Any energy shifting? Anything we need to know? Hi, Michi. Okay. If we don't get any last calls, I'll close it off. I hope you all have a great weekend, whatever you end up doing, and I hope to see you back soon. Yep, Friday night US time is the time, and Saturday morning the rest of the world. So lots of love and blessings, everybody. I hope you have a great, great week and a great time. And if you do want to do a pre-order, you're most welcome to do that for the next live. And I'll timestamp the collective reads as well. Thank you, Venusian. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's been a good live. Also, yeah, the sun in Gemini is very positive, I find. Shifting the energies. Just got a message that came through, Sedona, Arizona. Something to do with Sedona. So I don't know if who that's for, but there's a message here about Sedona. Could be a trip, could be a visit, could be a workshop. All right, everyone, lots of love and blessings to you all. I'll see you on the next live. Take care. Lots of love. Are you going to Atlanta next week? Excellent, Venusian. Excellent. I hope you have a great trip.